Sorry I'm not there for today's lesson, guys. The first thing you need to do is have a look at the work that you completed last term. If your name is not on here, then you need to finish this for homework. If it is not done by next week, then you will be in a detention because I've given you an extra week. So if your name appears here, then you've completed the screenshot. If you have extra time at the end, if you haven't done the screenshot, you can then put it on. So they're the people that have done the screenshots. These are the people that have also done the videos. If your name isn't on there but your name is down here, you just haven't clicked hand in. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you've got a screenshot, a screen recording on Google Classroom, and if you're not done that by next lesson, you'll be in a detention. So moving on, this lesson was all about pulse and rhythm. So think about your pulse. Your pulse is your heart rate. Your heart rate is a steady beat. And that is exactly the same idea in music, that your pulse of a piece of music is a steady beat that you tap along to with a piece of music. The pulse can get faster and it can get slower, just like your heart rate can, but it has to be steady. It cannot just change all of a sudden and change back or drop beats. It's always steady, especially in year 7. Rhythm, on the other hand, is a pattern. So rhythms is a pattern of short and longer notes put together to make things interesting in music. Without rhythms, we wouldn't have any interest at all. So we've got pulse, which is a steady beat, and rhythm, which is short and long notes put together. So your patterns could be short and long, da, 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 da. Or you could have longer notes, da, 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 da. Any rhythm, things like that, you can have longer and you can have shorter notes. So first of all, can you get your books out? I want you to leave one blank page, which is like one half of your book, one page, and it doesn't matter whether it's a blank page or a lined page. That's so we can stick the screenshots in that I'll print for next lesson. So leave one blank page. So on a new page in your book, write the title Rhythm and Pulse and underline it. Write the date, which is the 5th of January, and then write out these 2 definitions for me. So your teacher that's in the room now can pause the video and you can write the definitions down. Now you're going to need one of these little sheets. And this little sheet is a really easy nursery rhyme. And we are going to draw in a highlight where the pulse comes. In each of these lines there will be 4 pulses. So I'm going to tap it along, I'm going to say it, and every time that I would tap my hand I'm going to highlight the word that I tap on. So the first line will go, bar, bar, black sheep, have you any wool? So the first one I notice that I tap on is bar. Bar, bar, black sheep. Bar, bar, black sheep, have you any wool? So I've got have and wool. Then you go on to the next one. Yes sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. So I want 4 words highlighted in each line. Can you pause the video now so that you can do it? Make sure you get the little sheet stuck in, just across your page, don't put it on its side, glue it in underneath where you've done your writing of your definitions. The teacher can pause the video now and then you can get that done. So here are your answers for your pulse. So I've got Yes sir, yes sir. 3 bags full. Next one. 1 for the master, so it's the first half of this one. 1 for the dame. And 1 for the little boy. So it's not on the and, it's on the 1. Little boy who lives down the lane. There's your answers. So now we've done pulse, we're going to go on to rhythm, and to do rhythm we have a grid like this, and you've got a little print off sheet that you can fill this in. So for all of our rhythms, to know how long our notes are, we have a symbol that looks like one of these. The first symbol I have is just this round little circle here, and that circle is called a semi-breve. I would hold that note down for 4 full beats, and I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4 if I was holding a note down. Because of how long it is, it does not have a nickname. The next one down is the same little circle, but it's got a big stick on it, and that is called a minim. It is 2 beats long, so it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And its nickname is going to be soup. So soup. The next one down, I've got the same, but it's coloured in, and that is called a crotchet. It is 1 whole beat long. And the nickname for that is T. It's going to be T. So it's going to be T, 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 T. 1 beat each. Next one down, I've got a note that looks like this, and on its own like this, this is worth a half. But what I'm looking for when we do it in year 7 is to have 2 of them next to each other, and then we put a line between them. Oh, if I can do it on here. And it joins them up, and I would get rid of these tails. So it would be a circle, a stick, a line, and down. I do that because on its own it's only worth a half, and it's really lonely on its own with a half. So if I join 2 halves together and add them up, a half plus a half is 1 whole, and that makes it easier for us to do. That is a quaver, and the nickname is coffee. And I do that because there's 2 notes or 2 syllables. Coffee, coffee, coffee. The next one down is exactly the same. It would look like this on its own, but it would have 2 tails. And what I've done here is I've put 4 of them together because it's worth 0.25 on its own. I've put 4 of them together and I've joined them up with 2 lines. That is called a semi-quaver. And to say the nickname, it's drinking chocolate. It's 4 really fast ones, drinking chocolate. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to write the names down on your sheet. You can stick your sheets in your book on the next page. Don't fold them up, just stick them in. And then if you get time, go back and finish your GarageBand stuff and put it so you don't have to do anything for homework if you have not done it already. We'll move on with the rhythm next lesson.